In the late 80s, there was a very creepy, poorly made educational television series known as Peppermint Park. It was basically a ripoff of Sesame Street, but with a creepy, unsettling atmosphere that everyone picked up on, despite being an educational show. One critic made a statement about the show stating it was straight to DVD and straight from hell. You may be wondering how a simple, generic educational show could create such a creepy, almost terrifying feeling. There's a reason why. The original idea for the show had a more, if you can believe it, graphic atmosphere. The man behind the show, whom I'll address as Mr. Peppermint, wanted to take the show to a very dark and real, as he sometimes liked to say, place. We need to show the kids we need to show the kids just what life truly is, he told the staff when they would question if this was too scary or too far. And rightly so. Some episodes he thought up would involve morbid situations like rape, kidnap, or even torture. The original staff wasn't even supposed to be puppets. Just a range of kids, young adults, and some elderly actors whom all had issues with the show and refused to be a part of any of it unless the show became lighter and more kid-friendly. At some point of constant ideas being shot down by the staff, Mr. Peppermint finally snapped. "You want kid shit? Fine," he snapped, as he threw a tantrum and shrieked and raved. His face turned a sickly red as he ran out the door, slamming it behind him. The following weekend, the editors and other staff returned some contemplating quitting. They were surprised to see the other actors were gone. In front of the table was a large tarp covering something. After an uncomfortable 10 minutes of silent whispers from other staff wondering what was under the tarp, to where the other cast members were, to even about Mr. Peppermint's freakout, he walks in with a creepy yet content grin as he stood by the tarp. After much thought and a long conversation with the cast, I decided he took away the tarp to compromise. We saw what looked like the cast, but were puppets. He walked behind them and started manipulating them while singing the opening to the show in his off-key voice. He added, "I like the mood," and the cast, well, he lightly chuckled, lightened their mood. It was then the staff got a better look at the puppets, their bulky torsos, the human arms, yet tiny puppet heads. Like I said, you want a kid's show? You got one. His face became pale and contorted into a sinister smile. Now, are you going to agree with this? Or must I make more compromises? We could always use more friends. He looked at the puppet near him. Ain't that right, Ernie? He slowly turned his head, grinning. You got that right. He spoke with an eerily high-pitched voice. Most of us got up and sprinted for the door. We could hear him screaming inaudible sentences echoing down the halls. We ran for our cars and escaped the madness. A few months after I escaped, I was flipping through channels trying to watch something when my eye caught something that made me freeze. Every hair on my back shot up on end. Every hair on my back shot up as a wave of heat washed over me, making me sick to my stomach. I slowly flipped back, praying I was wrong. when my fears were confirmed. Peppermint Park was playing. But the thing that scared me the most was there were 2 new puppets. 2 dinosaurs. How many did Mr. Peppermint get to? Am I the only one left that knows the truth? And what's even worse is, you can watch clips of this show, this thing, on YouTube. People must know the truth. He could still be out there, even if he's dead. People must know the truth. Why they're so scared of this show.